Hey guys, Five here with episode number 48 of the Brighton career mode. This is going to be the penultimate episode of season number 3. This could be the the penultimate episode at Brighton. We could move on after the Europa League final. We could move on after potentially winning the Premier League. It will be found out in today's episode whether that happens or not. You can see here the 2-2 draw between ourselves and Monaco was also matched on the other side. 1-1 draw between Wolfsburg and Juventus, or Piemonte Calcio, whatever you want to call them. So, it's going to be tight on who we face in the end. But the first chance comes 8 minutes in, a great save. And you may notice in goal is our former goalkeeper, Matty Ryan. We never really gave him a look in season number 1. We kind of prioritised Roberto Sanchez. And then obviously moved on to Sam Johnson. So, maybe we'll regret selling them Matty Ryan because he's making some incredible saves in this one. I hadn't noticed this in the first leg. I didn't realise that they had him in goal. As another chance from Tammy is denied by the Australian shot stopper. We're only 14 minutes in, but we have been absolutely on top, like a bullet out of a gun. We have been all over him like a rash, smashing him. But we've got to stay focused defensively as well, because here is Diatta. Has a chance to whip one in. They've got a free man at the back post, and they are going to try and find him. He's obviously Tariq Lamptey's 5'4", but he's not going to win headers. And thankfully for us, that was off target as Tomiyasu charges into the midfield area, plays a lovely ball. The Ox then plays a lovely ball through to Leon Bailey, one-on-one. Great first strike, second strike blocked off the line by the defender. Still 0-0. We just need that bit of luck, and it will come. I can promise you that. Because 33 minutes into the game, we've got to, again, defend. Keep an eye on some of these players. They've got the likes of Paco Alcacer up top. Luke de Jong scored twice against us last time out. Thankfully, we defended that one. And obviously, we know how good they are going to be in the air because of Luke de Jong. 37 minutes into the game, Matheus Cunha had the golden opportunity there to get us in front, but it is denied. But what we're going to show you is, again, working out from the initial kickoff for the second half. We're going to play the ball out to the left-hand side. Trossard and Sessegnon working together. The Ox finds Tammy. Tammy finds Trossard and makes a run. Back to him, a little 1-2. Holds the ball brilliantly. That allows space for Cunha. Cunha's going to knock it in. 1-2 between them, and it works perfectly as Matheus Cunha, our Brazilian Olympic athlete, goes and makes it 1-0 here in Monaco after an absolutely dominant performance in that first half. We were absolutely all over them, and it finally came very early on in the second half. You saw it came from kickoff, and now we've just got to hold on to it. We do not want to throw it away. As they have a chance, they whip it across. Thankfully, Tomiyasu is there, and he makes the block as well. With obviously Sam Johnson was behind him. It should have been a save as well, but Tomiyasu with a nice clearance and then block off the line, pretty much, as it remains at 1-0. And they're still sticking to their guns. You know, they're trying to play defensive as Tammy hits the post there. We could have been 2-0 up, but they're sticking to their guns and they're trying to hit us on the counter-attack. You can see here just how defensive they are being. And they just want to hit us on the counter. That's all they want to do. And 7 minutes remaining, we're just passing it around them, trying to find some space. We eventually find Matheus Cunha, looking to double the lead, and he puts it millimetres wide of the post. As we have the chance there to just pretty much see us through to the final. As again, another chance comes our way as Trossard on the ball knocks it up to Sessegnon, back inside to himself, and he strikes it in again. Matty Ryan denies us the chance of going 2-0 up and progressing through to the next round. From the resulting corner though, it falls to Matty Ryan, he punches it away, and all we've got to do is keep possession, don't let him counter-attack us. As Ampadu takes control, finds Maitland-Niles finds the Ox. We could have struck it himself, but we're going to go play it back, play it safe, as we almost lost the ball there. But we are going to play it safe, and we are going to progress through to the final of the Europa League for back-to-back seasons. Last year we played Napoli in the final. I'll reveal who we'll play at the end of this episode, but it's going to be a big one. Should be excited. But that's now in the past. We now have to put full focus on the Premier League. We have 2 games remaining. One against Brentford, one against Southampton. We are 1 point behind Man City, so we've got to hope they slip up somewhere, even a draw. If we can win these final two, and City are going to get a win in the draw, we'll be fine. As they create a chance though, and they do put it up, they slide it nicely underneath Sam Johnson. Thankfully though, it was offside, and it will be chalked off, and it'll be brought back for a free kick for ourselves, as just a few minutes later, A poor pass there from Raya. Finds Trossard, he heads it to Sessegnon. He's going to continue his fine run forward. We're not really going to need him though, as Cunha plays into the Ox. The Ox is going to play it through to Tammy, and he's going to continue his fine goal scoring form this end of the season. I don't know how many goals he's scored in the past 3 episodes. I think he's had maybe 2 or 3 hat-tricks just in these past 3 episodes, but you can see a very dull, very boring first half. 1 shot, 1 goal. They obviously had that shot, but it was chalked off, so I guess it didn't count because it was offside. But moving to the second half, we're going to try and create a bit more, try and be a bit more kind of fast-paced with the ball and allow us to kind of score more goals. And there's Cunha has a brilliant strike, but it is denied by the Spanish shot stopper, Raya. But Tammy is there. Tammy is inevitable when it comes to corners, and we are going to make it 2-0, doubling our lead against Brentford, who sit near the bottom of the table. You know, they would really like this win just to kind of secure themselves in the table when it comes to relegation and whatnot. Obviously, they got relegated first season, if you remember. We absolutely smashed them in that one game at Brentford, the Brentford Community Stadium. We absolutely smashed them there. But this game does see itself kind of die out as a 2-0 win. Not the most challenging. Obviously, they did almost go 1-0 up if their player had just kept himself on side. They could have been victors here. But unfortunately for them, they did lose, and they are under a bit of pressure on the final day. But we don't care about that. We care about ourselves on the final day, because we need Manchester City to drop points on this final day. We just need them to draw and we win. That's all we need. Even if they draw and we win the league. It is that simple. They're playing Arsenal, and Arsenal, you know, they're actually 13th in the league, so not much hope. Obviously, we know the score when Arsenal played Man City in real life, 5-0, so anything better than that would be good for Arsenal, but I do not see it happening, unfortunately for ourselves. A lovely touchdown from Tammy. We can only focus on this result. If we win here, it's up to Arsenal. We've done as much as we can if we win here, basically. But 24 minutes into the game, a chance here for themselves as Aguiar wins the ball. Tomiyasu plays a clearance to the Ox against one of his former teams. Lookman wins it. Armstrong almost knocks it through. Tomiyasu's being pressured, but he nicely gets the ball away. But it is intercepted. It finds Armstrong, but a great save from Sam Johnson denies him. Thankfully, he was offside though, so it doesn't count. It's still 0-0 though. You know, we've got 45 minutes to get at least 1 goal and win this game, and that goal is going to come 7 minutes into the half. It is going to be that Brazilian maestro once again doing it for us when he's needed. He stands up, he is counted, and he has scored an incredible amount of goals this season. Just from when he moved into Cam. But on the hour mark, Tammy charges for on goal. Armstrong's not got enough stamina to catch up with him, and he does double our lead, and he does pretty much secure us to 3 points there against Southampton. You know, we obviously had that shock result to them earlier in this season. We lost to them, I think, by 3 or 4 goals, but there was a red card in there. But, you know, games like that, games like their loss against Leicester in the previous episode, is going to be the main reason why we are fighting and having to hope that Arsenal do it for us on the final day. You know, we want to secure the league with a few games to spare. That would be perfect. But unfortunately, it's just not how it happens, and we do come into the final day with 3-0 up. We've done all we can against Southampton. We just got to hope that, again, Arsenal do it for us against City. As Trossard stops trying to find Tammy that hat-trick, but it is blocked by Ademola Lookman. Unfortunately, he's not going to get, like, his 3rd or 4th hat-trick in just as many episodes as Sims. Finds Bednarek. Bednarek out to Ward-Prowse. Going to look to skip past. Plays it across. They play it back across to Luis Felipe. Ward-Prowse again trying to get the ball. Luis Felipe into So. Goes down a bit easy there. He feels a bit of contact from Sessegnon, and he goes down a bit easy there in my opinion. But stepping up is going to be the Thomas. The game's pretty much over at this point. He's just getting a goal for his tally this season. 3-1. No clean sheet, unfortunately, for Sam Johnson. But we move forward to the final moments of the game. We're going to show it in full. The final whistle being blown here in the 94th minute. The boys are celebrating, but alas, it was not for the Premier League trophy. I'm guessing they're celebrating because we got Champions League, which in itself is a brilliant achievement. But unfortunately, we didn't win the league. We missed out by 1 point. You can see Man City beat Arsenal 1-0. Really unfortunate there. They on 82, we on 81. And it's just really unfortunate, we lost less than them. We lost 5, they lost 6. But we're just going to have to maybe go again next season. Maybe we'll move teams. Depends on the result in the Europa League, which will be against Juventus. Back-to-back Europa League finals, back-to-back Italian teams, and hopefully we can get this one done. I'll see you in the next episode for the Europa League final. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.